Welcome back, Frugal Friends. I am watching Aliens. Fantastic movie, perfect for a cold, wet, beautifully dreary fall day like today. Finished a puzzle. That's my 1,500 piece Disney Villains puzzle. Got it all glued, and now I've just got it laying here on the floor. It's dry. I need to get it mounted on some foam board or cardboard, and then decide where in the world I'm going to put it. It's a big one. I'm working on fixing all kinds of things that we found that were broken. That ring for wine bell, used some E6000. It's fixed, it's good to go. I got my skulls painted, and I'm going to be doing a few things with them and adding them to the yard display. I got the balloon weight glued and repaired. Let's see, what else? The little light up pumpkin, ghost with pumpkin, I fixed, just glued the part that was left back on of the jack-o'-lantern, added a bunch of the flowers that we found. It does cover up this a teeny bit, but I'm okay with that. Oh, this is something I did a few weeks ago, but I don't think I've ever showed you guys. We found a little vase in the bins and a bag of these like pieces of glass and a couple of these diamonds we found like a year or two ago. And then there was like some copper piping, including like a little end cap thing. I just glued all of that together after putting in all that glass stuff and made a cute little potion or perfume bottle. I like it just as it is, but for Halloween, I'm going to add a black ribbon just to make it look a little bit spooky. Then I repaired this guy. He just needed the chain fixed for his little eek sign, and so he's living right here for the moment. I still need to dust and clean this whole ledge and then get it going with all the Halloween stuff. But for now, he's living right there. I fixed up Minnie Mouse. Remember, her hands were broken off and so was her tail. So I used the beading from that little bachelorette shot glass necklace and put some of the beads there and there and there. There was the little skeleton hand that was on a little skeleton arm that we found like 2 weeks ago, and then the little skeleton head that I think we found this last weekend. I added all of those to her, and it is a little bit creepy, especially for a Minnie Mouse, but you know me, it's perfect. I was able to repair both of the welcome signs. The one just needed the chain fixed, and that one's now out on the porch. And then this one I hung in here, it just needed new batteries. At night, one of these times, I will show you how it looks all lit up. I've been using the little candle warmer thingy, and it is fantastic. The warmer is the one we found in the bins this last weekend, and then the melts are these ones, the really cute, fun-shaped ones that we found in the bins. I've been using those, and oh, they smell so yummy. I also was able to fix that guy that we found in the CVS bins. Remember, his legs were broken right there. Just some E6000, and I put some painter's tape around to support him while that dried overnight, and now he is good to go and looking super duper happy. For the little top hat that we found, I put that big huge clip on it that we also found in the bins, and then I used some of this white netting that was from the thing that held all those pumpkins at the craft store. I just cut some of it off and then used some black spray paint that was from the bins and just sprayed kind of the tips of it. The white ribbon was already on this netting stuff because it was what held that bag together. The bag had been torn, and so the whole thing of pumpkins was in there. I added this ribbon, this bow that we of course found in the bins, the button, the little gem, all from the bins, the rhinestones, that was a broken necklace in the bins, and then this little purple ribbon here was just a little memorial ribbon from my friend's little sister's funeral service last week. So decided she'll live on in my celebrating my favorite holiday. All right, I'm going to move on. That's too much. Okay, then I have some Mickey ears, and I used some more of the beads from that little shot glass necklace and added them on here. All of these flowers are from the ones we found in the bins this weekend. This sparkly toolish kind of ribbon we found last year or the year before in the bins. This little skeleton is from a collection of cute little sparklies that Kim Lee Carroll sent us last year. I've just slowly been using them in, different projects. There is some more of the netting from the pumpkin bag. You can see this is where it was all gathered at the bottom. There is the bone that was part of that hand that now Minnie Mouse has. I just stuck the bone part in there. This is for Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. Yeah, our upcoming trip to Disneyland, my sister and I. Oh, and then the pipe cleaners, the gold pipe cleaners. That was a package of Christmas pipe cleaners that we found in the bins and has just been in our crafting center waiting to be used. So yeah, there you go. How cool is that? It's been a lot of fun repairing things, guys. Here's another one. We find these fans in the dollar store dumpsters all the time, and generally it's just that one of these parts needs to be fixed or one of these back parts needs to be glued on. For this one, it was just that this piece needed to be glued, so I used some E6000 and then some painter's tape to secure it while it dried. Then there is this sleigh one, and it needed the thing glued on the back, and it needed one of these to be repaired. The problem is, with the glue that I used on the back, I shouldn't have used that glue, it showed through. Yeah, that kind of is bugging me, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything about it. We'll see. A thought I had is to add some puffy paint, sparkly, because see how there's the gold glitter in there, some glittery puffy paint there, and maybe in a few places, or not even necessarily puffy, maybe just, put some Elmer's glue and then sprinkle several lines of the glitter. We have tons of glitter from the dumpsters. I might do that. We'll see. I'll let you know. Then, I'm not sure what else. That pillow is, of course, from the bins. I think that's all of the projects that I've worked on that I wanted to update you on for now. Oh, no, there was one more. Totally forgot. And he was actually the main reason I was bringing you guys along. So, yeah, this is the cardboard box that we got at the craft store, and it had all those flowers in it. That's what we were, just using it to hold all those flowers that we found. And then this is one of my skeletons, and he's one that lost his string last year, which is not a big deal. You can just put a new string, but he fits perfectly in here. Now, this is going to be really creepy and kind of to some of you, and that's fine. You do you, and I'll do things my way, and everyone's fine. I got these wine bottle bags at the dollar store a few years ago, and they come with these fantastic little Santa Claus hats to go on top of the wine. These also fit beautifully on Barbie dolls. So yeah, my kids have used several of them on Barbies, but I held on to a few. And in fact, with one of these, I even made a dress for that Barbie. That was a project a couple of years ago. I'm sure the video of it is buried in our backlog somewhere. But speaking of burying, so we've got this guy, and we are going to turn him into Santa Claus. I know. Just, it's fine. You're fine. We're fine. So he is going to have the hat, and I'm going to make a tattered Santa Claus outfit to put on him. And then I have some of the... shoot, now I can't even think of what it's called, but that thin fabric that we found the rolls of, and I'm going to use this to line the coffin, and I will add some of this. We found this in the craft store bin, a whole bunch of this gorgeous candy cane tulle kind of fabric. I'm going to add some of that in here as well. So I'll bring you back when this is done, and he will probably go out on the front porch. And if we want to get deep here, this is kind of a metaphor. Honestly, this hit me as I was putting the idea together. It's a metaphor. Like Santa Claus, it's one of those, childish make-believe things that we believe in, and then we grow up and those kind of things kind of fall by the wayside, and we don't believe in those things anymore. And a lot of us let go of the magic and the wonder that is, Christmas and holidays and tooth fairies and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so there is a metaphor to it. yeah, that I'm kind of having fun with. Frugal friends, why, many of you have asked, why do I start so early with Halloween decorating? Well, when you do it the way that I do, it's necessary. So I've just been up and down the attic ladder. I stopped counting at 13 times up and down. And I know there's been more than that, as you can see. But I think I've gotten pretty much everything down. I still need to go and get the stuff that's out in the shed. It's a lot. But Halloween is our main event. It's our thing. It's my passion, and it's a great opportunity to use and to showcase how we use so many of our dumpster salvage treasures. But let me just show you just so far how much I have brought down. And I already have a bunch already set up around the house. Like you can see, even there's a bunch of, see, there's already stuff up. But there's going to be so much more. So I've already put up and out at least 3 totes worth of stuff. And then now there's all this. And of course, every week we're finding more stuff that can be saved and salvaged, repaired, and used that we can then add. But at the end of this season, I am going to go through, as I like to do every year, only this year I'm going to be much more thorough and cutthroat about it, and declutter and make some tough choices and move things on elsewhere. So that's going to be interesting, but what it will do for you guys, a few things. Show you how we use stuff, give you some ideas, but also we're going to give away some of it. Yes, you guys, so many people have been asking me, why don't we sell some of our crafts that we do, whatever, and that's just not a path that I'm ready to take right now. I just have too much on my plate. But where I'm going to thin out, all of this, I can definitely share some of our crafts that way. So stay tuned for that in November, because we will be clearing a lot of stuff out, and I will pick a few choice crafts and upcycles that we have made over the years, and we will be giving those away. So, okay, but real quick, let me show you how much I've gotten down from the attic. Bunch of goodies here. Oh, and there are things that need to be repaired. That's another reason that I start early, is because you never know what things have gotten, banged up and mangled. This guy needs his sticks glued back on. Not a big deal. I've got the craft table out, working on several crafts. This guy that I made last year, he needs a little bit of love and attention just to be more secure. That's one of my fabulous Halloween upcycles. Everything on there is from the bins. But yeah, all of this, all of this, and all of this, and like I said, that doesn't include everything we've already put up, like this guy. This is one of my favorites. I made him last year. Well, them. They're my mermaids. Yeah. It's a tough life being a mermaid. That's all from the bins. All of those supplies, the frame, the mermaids, all of it. Anywho, so yeah, there's a lot. And then plus what I've already got going out on the porch, and I will be taking you out there for that. So there's a lot. And yeah, like I said, I've already put up several things. So this is one of my most recent crafts. I don't think I've shown you guys this one. I only made that a few months ago and then put it away to put up now. That one was a lot of fun. So I'm going to get, well, first I'm going to rest, but then I am going to get some of this other stuff out onto the porch, and then I will show you in just a moment. So believe it or not, I'm not done yet. this is where I've gotten to with the porch. My front porch. There's too many details for you to probably catch all of them without going into slow-mo, pausing and looking. But I hope you'll recognize some of these items from our many dumpster diving trips, because that's where all of this is from, the bins. There's definitely still more that I want to do eventually, but I had to stop because my body said it was time. I have noisy neighbors. Figure a way to keep him turned the way I want him to be turned. That's all for now. I still have the whole yard to do. I've got a bunch of stuff out. I'm not gonna do the main graveyard yet. Ooh, did you see what's over there? Just for fun. Anyway, but I can start putting the stuff out in these flower beds, which will be like the crosses and stuff. And then over here I have started the pet cemetery, but it's got a long ways to go. So stay tuned. We will be getting to that all in good time. But that's where I've gotten to. So just a few ideas of what can be done with dumpster salvaged treasures if you use your imagination and a whole bunch of energy. It can happen. It can be done. Yeah, but now I'm going to go use the heating pad and rest for a long time. I will do a full reveal with music and lights, because there will be a lot of lights in here in the evening when we're a little closer to Halloween. There will be a lot of little flickering tea lights, and I have set up some twinkle lights. There will be all of that later, so stay tuned for that. But for now, this is where you're at. Well, where we are at. So there is your promised sneak peek. Have a wonderful day, frugal friends, or I guess at this point, a wonderful night, and we will see you all real soon.